Hey, what up guys? I know last week I said that I had the hardest workout ever so far on the program, but actually this week is the hardest workout ever on the program. And when I first saw the paper and I saw that I only had 3 singles, I was like, yes, the taper time is coming and it's time for me to hit less and less singles, reduce volume, and I'm only 2-3 weeks out. Hell yeah, I'm not gonna have that much work. But what I forgot is because the intensity still goes up, it doesn't really make a difference. For example, today I had to hit 135, then I hit 225, then I hit 315, then I hit 405, then I hit 495, then I hit 545. I had to hit 6 sets of warm-ups before I hit my working set of 565. So although last week I had to hit 550, I didn't have as much warm-up sets as today. So even though today I'm doing 3 singles, it still felt like I'm doing 10 million singles. And all the warm-ups felt decent. I've been getting really tired. So the more tired I get, I've been really focusing on pulling the slack out. And you'll see that the times that I do pull the slack out really well, even before I deadlift and pull on the bar, the weights will already start to want to come up. So I've been doing that and all the weights felt really good despite feeling tired. And I was actually surprised how fast 495 was. It just flew up and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna have a great deadlift session. Then 545 came around and I don't know what the fuck happened. All of a sudden it comes off the floor, my back gets hella tight and it felt like I hit a wall and I think there was a slight hitch and everything was just all fucked up. And I'm just like sitting there on the side thinking, God damn it. 495 felt so good. I thought I was gonna smoke 565 today. Why does the last warm-up before my main set have to suck so bad? But I was like, I came here to do work, fuck it. Put baby powder on my quads, because most likely I'm gonna hitch. I tried not to hitch, but a lot of experts have told me because I have long femurs, I'm prone to hitch. That's just the way my body is. Like as I'm pulling the weight, my knee wants to come forward because this leverage point is so long. So my body naturally wants to rest the weight where the lever is the strongest. So I'm still trying to keep that in mind, but I put on 565 and hitch like a motherfucker. So depending on the federation, they may or may not call it. A true hitch is when your knees come forward and the weight gets stuck there and then you see them try to like strongman squat it. For me, it kept going. So it's not something that I aim for, but it does happen, unfortunately. And then I was talking to Dean, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to pull the weight off the floor like I usually do. And when it gets to my normal hitching point, I'm gonna try really hard to resist from that happening and try to keep my body in an upright position and keep my hips high where I feel the strongest. And I actually hitched a lot less. My knee didn't come forward. So now my new cue is for me to prevent myself from hitching. If any of you guys have super long femurs out there like me, when I deadlift, I'm gonna aim to do a conventional deadlift, but as it gets to right above my knee, I'm gonna convert that into a stiff-legged deadlift, and I've been able to control the hitching a lot more. So on my second set, it felt way better, and on my third set, it felt way better. I hitched way less, even though I was more tired. So I understand what Silent Mike means when he tells me to be patient, and it's good to train with people around. Even though Nadim is really focused on weightlifting, he still understands powerlifting a lot, and he was able to give me help on the side. Then I moved on to squats, and this is where I died a little bit more. I was supposed to hit 405 for either 3 singles or a 455 for an AMRAP, but I think my body was just completely all out of whack. My lower back was fucking tired at this point. Have you guys ever busted nuts? For you guys, you probably have. Girls, not too sure, but for guys, after you bust nuts, your dick gets hella sensitive, right? Like you're like, oh, someone touches it, you're like, oh. You're like, God damn, there's like electricity, and it feels all tingly. That's how my lower back felt. As soon as I unracked the bar, I'm like, whoa. It felt like my back was done. It busted all the nuts it could, now it's extra sensitive. And then I worked up to a plate. 2 plates felt good. 3 plates got a little bit slower, slapped on the belt for 4 plates. And I don't know what happened, but I hit the hole, I come up, I kind of shifted forward, and I think it's because my lower back got really tight, so it kind of gave out. I was still able to correct it. On the second set, I was telling myself, if I can hit 405 well here, for sure I'm gonna go 455 AMRAP. I hit 405 on my second set, and it didn't really go that great. And what happened there was I tied my belt way too low. So when I came into the bottom hold position, it actually scraped my thighs all the way down and it kind of hurt and I kind of lost focus. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take 455 anyways, and it was a big mistake. I didn't get it. My lower back was just shot from the 565. So I was like, all right, fuck it. At least I was still able to hit 405 for a couple of singles after a heavy deadlift. So that still tells me that I'm still getting stronger. And today's not my squat day anyways. It's just to keep the form going. And then we moved on to bench. And bench press has been going pretty good these days. I hit 315 for like a 5-7 second pause, and it felt really good. Even after I smashed it on a deadlift, my lower back is extremely fatigued and tired. I was still able to maintain a strong arch, and 315 felt good. So I moved up to 340, which is my prospective last warm up before my opener. And I paused that for about 3 to 5 seconds, and that felt great too. So I was like, okay, cool. My last single is supposed to be a RPE 9 today, and I decided to take my opener, and I paused that for about a second or two. And it felt great after deadlift. So even though my CNS is completely fried right now, you could probably like see like little bursted blood capillaries around here, and the top of my eyeballs hurt, which means I probably popped some blood vessels in my eyes today as well. I was still able to hit my opener with the pause after my deadlift on the bench, so I'm really, really happy with the progress. Afterwards, didn't have much accessories. I just did a close grip tricep push down, kind of mimicking how my triceps operate during my actual competition bench. And I was just focusing on the squeeze, making sure my tricep gets that stimulation. And then afterwards, one of my favorite back exercises for this tapering period is getting into a bench position and keeping my body horizontal and pulling my body towards the bar. And I'm trying to mimic the exact feeling of lowering the bar to your chest on the eccentric portion of the bench, where it slowly comes down and you gotta keep your lats flexed. Because right now it's all about sport specificity. So I don't really care about how I look. I don't care if I get a pump. I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm just focusing on every single movement that's gonna benefit me on my specific squat, bench, and deadlift. And that was it today. Oh, one more thing. This shirt is about to get discontinued. So if you still wanna get the triple OG Barbell Brigade designs, make sure you go to the website right now, because once we finish selling them, they will be gone forever. And the good news is they're all discounted right now. So make sure you go get them. Peace.